Hey, what is up everyone? If you recall, I previously created a step-by-step guide in 2020 on how you can open a CIMB Singapore account right here in Malaysia, all done online. But ever since, I've received quite a number of comments from some of you saying that CIMB Singapore does not accept initial deposits via Wise anymore. And to that, I say no worries, because I'm here to set things straight by providing you with an updated version on how you can solve that. But before we begin, here are some of the things you need to know. This savings account will require a minimum initial deposit of 1,000 Sing dollar or about 3,400 ringgit, but there is no minimum balance requirement and there will be no monthly fees involved, so rest assured this account is absolutely free to maintain. You also need to have your Malaysian IC, your tax identification number or nombor cukai pendapatan, which you can find from your LHDN Borang BE. It should be in the form of SG followed by 11-digit number, and lastly you will also need a CIMB Malaysia account. Yes, you will need to head to a physical branch to set it up, or you can give this CIMB AutoSaver Align account a try first. It only takes a few minutes to set this up, so if it doesn't work, there's nothing for you to lose, right? Once you have all of this ready with you, we can proceed to step 1, and that is your online registration. Google search for CIMB SG FastSaver account and click on the first link. Then select I am a new customer and click apply now. Once you have arrived at the getting started page, check the box on individual application and select apply manually here using Malaysia IC. Then once you are led to the application form, fill up all your personal details as necessary. It's pretty self-explanatory, but do note that most of us are applying as a Malaysian, so remember to key in your address as a foreign address since we are considered foreigners to CIMB Singapore. When you are done, just click next. Now fill up your employment details, which again I won't bother going into the details since you would know better. And lastly, you will be required to fill up the purpose of opening your account plus source of funds for initial deposit. I would recommend choosing investment for the purpose of account opening, because banks tend to dislike people that just save cash in their account because they have to pay savings interest to them without earning a single cent back. And as for the source of funds, I would recommend you to choose accumulated savings to avoid providing any other supplemental documents. And under section 2, your declarations, it will ask whether you are a resident or green card holder of the US. Choose no. Under CRS, choose the country of tax residence as Malaysia and choose yes for tax identification number if you have a nombor cukai pendapatan. I'm sure you will have one if you are working. Fill out that number, which again can be obtained from your LHDN Borang BE. Should be in the form of SG followed by an 11-digit number. And at this page, you will also be required to upload a photocopy of your IC front and back and upload your signature. So feel free to pause this video here. And welcome back. Once you are done, click next, and now you will be required to review your application form before submitting. And once you have completed the necessary, click submit and you should be able to see your application reference form as displayed on the screen. Now step 2, you need to link your newly opened CIMB Singapore FastSaver account to your CIMB Clicks Malaysia account. You can do that by logging into CIMB Clicks Malaysia's web portal. Then under the services tab, look for account linking with this icon and click on the 3 dots button. Then select Singapore accounts. Just a little heads up, if you are directed back to the homepage a few days later after you have submitted the linking request, there's a possibility that your application has been rejected. But don't panic or worry, just contact the customer service of CIMB Malaysia and let them know that you need to have this account link in order to perform an ASEAN transfer for e-KYC verification requested by CIMB Singapore, and they should be more than happy to assist. Anyways, once the linkage is approved, now you can move on to the next step, which is to transfer your deposit of 1,000 Sing dollar. There are 2 ways to get this done. 1. Transfer 1,000 Sing dollar from CIMB Malaysia to CIMB Singapore directly via DuitNow. Or 2. If you want to save about 40 to 50 ringgit, you can deposit 1,000 Sing dollar through Wise and then transfer another 1 Sing dollar from CIMB Malaysia to CIMB Singapore via DuitNow for the purpose of e-KYC. The first option is more direct, but the fees incurred is definitely higher, whereas the Wise option takes a little bit more effort, but you can definitely save more money. So to do that, you can just click my Wise affiliate link down below to quickly open an account and get a free transfer of up to 2.5k for your first transfer. Don't worry, Wise is regulated and licensed by Bank Negara Malaysia, so rest assured your money is handled by a regulated fintech company. And oh, by the way, remember the picture earlier where CIMB says they do not accept funds from remittance agencies such as Wise? Well, let me tell you something. They actually still do. The reason why they mention this is because too many people forgotten to transfer that 1 Sing dollar for e-KYC purpose, and they ended up spending a lot of their time to troubleshoot this. Source: the customer service operator told me herself. Anyways, I purposely created another account recently and deposited using Wise just to prove my point, and voila, it still works. Let me show you how. Firstly, using my link below, sign up for an account on Wise and fill up all the necessary personal details. And next, as soon as you arrive on your own account dashboard, click the Send Money button at the top left corner. At this page, we are sending Malaysian Ringgit to CIMB Singapore, so you would want to fill in at least 1000 Sing dollar at this box, then click Continue. Next, at the New Recipient section, click on Myself and input your CIMB Singapore bank account details. Bank name should be CIMB Bank Berhad and account number should be your 10-digit CIMB Singapore account number. What's the reason for your transfer? You can just choose savings. It doesn't really matter. Next, reveal details of your transfer. You can leave the reference part empty, that's fine. Then hit on the confirm and send button. The transaction should take place almost immediately and the amount should be reflected in your account in the next working day or so. And once you're done, you can view your CIMB Singapore account balance inside your CIMB Clicks Malaysia portal by clicking the tiny Singapore flag icon over here. Now, as I said earlier, we need to send at least 1 Sing dollar for e-KYC purpose. Head to your own CIMB Clicks Malaysia account and select DuitNow/transfer money. At the recipient name, select your CIMB Singapore account number and input 1 Sing dollar. You should see the equivalent amount in Malaysian Ringgit for your information. And once you have keyed in the necessary details, go ahead and make the transfer. And once you have performed your initial deposit, the next step is to wait for verification on CIMB Singapore's end. You will be expecting an email like this, so do check your inbox or spam inbox. Some people waited for 1 week while some waited up to 3 weeks. It really depends on your luck, but it took mine about 2 weeks plus. Now, step 6, once activated, you will need to perform your first time login and create your digital token. To do this, you will need to have the first time login activation code, which you should receive via SMS. And something to note here, even after the account is activated, I took some time to actually receive the SMS notification. So if you didn't receive it, you might need to give their customer service a call to receive the 6-digit code. Some patience may be required though. Anyways, once you have obtained the activation code, the next few steps are pretty simple. Head over to CIMB Singapore's website to set up your first time login. Select SMS OTP, fill up the 6-digit code, then click submit. It will ask you to fill up some details, but it should be quite straightforward. And once you're done, it's time to download the CIMB Click Singapore app to activate your digital token. You should be able to see that button at the front page of your app without logging in. So proceed to set this up in order to perform any transactions in the future. And once you have set it up, you should receive this confirmation SMS and that's it. You have successfully set up your CIMB Singapore account, all from Malaysia. That's all for this video and I hope you find it useful. Let me know in the comments below when you have successfully set it up or if you'd like to share your experience about the process. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.